Welcome back, guys. I'm Zell, and we're doing another Drinking and Thinking with Zell. So, if you watched the previous ones, you know the drill. Intro's about to play, so you've got 9 seconds to grab your beverage of choice, or, well, you could pause it. And I'll be right back with you. Alright, to our first topic, which is lock strength, which, by the way, I've got water spots all over me because Chloe had to go outside. Alright, guys, here we have Chloe visiting with us again. Want to look at the camera, Chloe? That's the camera. Yep, that's the people out there. I don't know what they think about you. Probably not real happy because you tend to mess up a lot of videos and I have to reshoot them. Or I have to leave you in them. But she is learning, guys. She's getting better at staying on the couch. But she's still a puppy. Anyhow, you gonna say anything else to him, Chloe? No? Okay. Lock strength. Where do you stand on this issue? You know, we have things like the Triad lock from Cold Steel. Super strong lock. You know, from Buck, we have the SLS system on the Buck Marksman. Another super strong lock. And there are others out there that claim a lot of lock strength. Benchmade will tell you the Axis lock is very strong. And then we have other things like a liner lock, which we all know it doesn't take a whole lot on some knives to just bend up a liner lock. You know, where do you stand on this? Are you on the end of, I'm going to have a Cold Steel or that Buck because I want absolutely the most lock strength I can get because I'm afraid that it's going to fold over on my hand, or I'm out doing bushcraft and I may be whacking with my knife or whatever? Or are you on the far other end of things where, you know, a slip joint is just fine? I find myself kind of in the middle. It's my opinion that the lock on a knife is designed to keep it from folding up on me under normal circumstances. What I mean by that is, the stuff I do every day, I want the knife to stay locked open. So, you know, for me, is a compression lock necessary? Well, probably not. It's nice, but it's not necessary. An SLS lock or a Triad lock, probably not necessary for me. You know, a liner lock, for most of what I do, would probably be just fine. And I'm not the biggest fan of liner locks and frame locks. We'll start kind of with the Axis lock here before we get too deep into that. The Axis lock or the SLS lock would be my favorite, not because of lock strength, but because of ambidextrous use. You know, I can stick it in either hand, works just fine. And that's important to me. You know, even back locks with stuff like your Delica here. You know, I tend to like that because it doesn't matter which hand I put it in, it works just fine. You know, I disagree with some people on the compression lock. You know, for me, the compression lock is great right-handed. Left-handed, might as well have a back lock. You know, it's not that great left-handed. Others think it's wonderful left-handed, and that's their opinion, and that is freaking awesome. But I am looking for a lock, for me, that keeps a knife open under normal circumstances. And just about any lock system out there will accomplish that. Now, I do kind of shy away from really thin liner locks. And that's simply because I have witnessed thin liner locks getting bent very easily. And that's usually on some very cheap knives. Most of the time, whenever you get up to a $40 or $50 knife, the liner lock is made out of a material or it's thick enough that keeps the lock in good shape. So, but my question is, where do you stand on this issue? You know, are you somewhere in the middle like I am? Are you on one end or the other? Let me know down in the comments. For today's intermission, we have Tyler Britton's EDC gear. This is from, I don't know, a few months ago, but it gives you an idea of what Tyler's carrying, and that's what this is all about, for us to learn a little bit from each other on what gear is good and what gear is bad. If you would like your gear shown in one of these Drinkin and Thinkin videos, email address is down there in the description. Right around a 10-second video if you want to explain what you've got. If you just want to send a picture, that's wonderful too. Lay it out, get a picture of it, and let me know what you've got so I can do a voiceover for it. Anyhow, here's Tyler Britton's EDC gear. In Tyler Britton's everyday carry, we have a pair of Oakley Fuel Cell standard issue glasses, Smith & Wesson M&P Bodyguard 380, an Alien Gear Cloak Tuck 3.0. He says it's the most comfortable holster he's ever owned for that M&P. And either an Ontario Rat 1 or a Gonzo 733, pending the situation. A Carhartt wallet, a mini Bic, and a inexpensive eBay flashlight. Alright guys, our second topic is a really quick one. As the channel's growing, we're getting more and more comments and emails and various other things where people are upset with something I may have said about their knife of choice. You know, here's the thing, guys. I'm not sitting here behind this desk or wherever we're filming to justify a purchase you're about to make or to justify a purchase you've already made. I do this to give you guys the information that I can glean from having one of these things in my hands. I have the opportunity to put several knives in my hands, and I know that not everyone has that. So I try to do my best, and not just me, other people that are reviewing knives and gear and whatnot, no matter what they're reviewing, most of them are trying to do their best to give you a good overview and point out the good and the bad of these items. So I understand the comments are going to show up and the comments are going to be there, but I just needed to say that it's not my job to justify your purchase. If I make a comment on a knife or any other gear for that matter that's negative and you don't like it, feel free to comment, that's fine. But also know that, you know, I have a problem with Spyderco's version of EG10. I don't like it. Does that mean it's a bad steel? No, it doesn't mean it's a bad steel. It means that it doesn't work for me and what I do with a knife, and it may work fine for you. If you've been carrying a Delica for 10 years and it works great for you, wonderful. Freaking wonderful, man. Just because I say that I don't like the EG10 from Spyderco does not mean that it's not working for you. Anyhow, guys, I'm not going to stretch that one out. That's the point I want to make. I'm not here to justify your purchases or your future purchases. I'm here to give you as much information and opinion as possible on the various things we look at. And guys, I really appreciate you stopping by. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.